Good evening, fam, and happy Sunday. Our latest will be about General Mkhwanazi. Earlier today, he addressed the public and members of the media. During that meeting, he revealed how some high-profile officials within SAPS are working with the criminals and also protecting them. He also pointed out the police minister as one of the key individuals who are hindering SAPS from executing its mandate. General Mkhwanazi went further to say he is prepared to die for the truth and he will be proud if he will die protecting this country and its people. The EFF responded to General Mkhwanazi's statement. They are calling for the immediate removal and arrest of Police Minister Mkhwanazi. The EFF gave President Ramaphosa an ultimatum to act on these allegations as soon as possible. The ANC Youth League President Colin Malachi also responded to General Mkhwanazi. Listen to all the clips in the next slide for both General Mkhwanazi's statement and the ANC response. Ziyakhala, definitely. Please remember to also leave your comments down below to let us know of your take on this. And that's all we have for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you again next time. Bye.
I've said, if maybe you didn't catch this thing, so when I was talking, you were typing. That's why I didn't get some of the things.
No, I was typing much.
The team of Gauteng Organized Crime Unit been investigating a murder case of Mr. Swart, and they came across problem. I'm not going to elaborate what the problems are, which made them realize that they need support from elsewhere outside Gauteng, because there are some senior officers that are in close communication with their targets. Hence, they came to me, and I dispatched the team to go and assist them. In that investigation the team were doing in Gauteng under the leadership of General Mkhwanazi, who's now arrested, uncovered a lot of things. It led to the arrest of one of the drug lords and the search of the other one, and eventually the arrest of the second one. The arrest of the second one, and when they took his phone and they downloaded his phone and they found all his communication. So it is the team that was working, not me. So that's where everything was unfolding. We were asking ourselves a question as to what made the minister to decide to disband the team. We did not know until we found it from the suspect's phone. But this thing came from December as a strategy to neutralize the investigation against these drug lords, because the team was perceived to be handling the drug lord case. What they did not realize is that that case docket was not part of the political task team. That case docket was in Gauteng. And the hard-working men in Gauteng were investigating that. Because they were threatened, they were supported by this team. But the docket remained there. Now there's a number of people that should have been arrested in Gauteng that are not arrested because the prosecutions does not want to sign off the warrant of arrest for those people. We do hope that pretty soon we might find some changes with good, dedicated prosecutors. We might see arrests happening. And these incident that involves artists in this country that were killed is going to come to the fore. And when it comes to the fore, you'll remember the day when I stood here before you and I spoke about it. So my investigation in this province is not about my plot per se, but it's about the defeating the ends of justice. How do you decide to stop the investigation from March to date? Who gives you the authority? There's directives here from prosecution that investigating officer must do A to Z. These investigating officers were told to go home and leave these investigations. For whose benefit? So we ask a question. And the instruction says, as per the directive of the executive authority. Now we ask ourselves, and we're going to scrutinize this, we investigate, what is the constitutional mandate of the Minister of Police and what is the constitutional mandate of the South African Police Service? What is the Police Act saying about the powers of the Police Commissioner versus what the Minister of Police is supposed to do? There's a policy and there's operations. I had said on record before, I will not close the task team not unless the National Commissioner gives me the instruction. That's why today this team is working. So we're not going to stop. That's why as we continue as police officer, we investigate, we're going to find the rot. Now the cancer has gone so deep that we have to now focus ourselves in here and stop chasing children at Inanda. We must get rid of the drug that make those kids to behave like that.
Yeah.
The safety of South Africans is in jeopardy. At least Mkhwanazi still has a firearm. He still has a men and women that he works with. He can still somehow protect himself. There are men and women out there that are vulnerable. They've got no one to protect. So we can't be worried about our own safety. We must worry about the safety of the citizens. So ours is to go out there and lay our life to protect them. That is my only concern right now. Not about my safety. You know, everyone shall die. The time will come. If it comes, it comes. But if an enemy comes to you, attack the enemy. Don't allow the enemy to take advantage. You can't just lie with your arms in your hands like that. You have to fight. So that's what we are doing now in KZN, and we shall fight. And this fight is very big. So it needs people who are committed, people who are not worried. No, they're going to chase you, they're going to arrest you. Get out of that prison and fight. They're going to suspend, they're going to dismiss you, they can get you out of the police. When you're out of the police, join men and women in the private sector that are dedicated in dealing with this criminality and fight from outside. That's why we're calling on them to also join us to fight. That is not going to stop. So I'm not worried about my safety in as far as these investigations are concerned. Yeah, what I said when I started, that I've decided to take this fight head on. So the least that can ever happen to me is to someone to come and attack me, or somebody to issue instruction that General Mkhwanazi must be fired from the police, or suspended, or arrested for that matter. What I know, what I like about KwaZulu-Natal, especially in South Africa at large, that we've got very dedicated people out there, from the law enforcement as well as private sector, especially the security companies, that we are running the streets with them on daily basis, who understand that there's a rot in this organization, who understand these problems that you're talking about, and they're not going to sit back and allow this thing to continue. So I'm inviting all of them. I'm inviting the citizens to stand up and protect these men and women who are standing for the truth in this organization. They must protect them. Whether I'm there or not there, fight must go on. We must protect this country against crime. It's all what we can do. So whatever happens to me happens. I'll take it, whatever happens, happens. If it's prison, it will be prison. It's already on communication planned by Mkhwanazi, the ANC, and the Chief of Staff, that they must deal with my matters. Whatever matters comes, they will come. But what we must not surrender is this country and our children to be controlled by drug syndicates. And that's what is currently happening.
Statements and populism have ended. If he has got evidence on them, he must arrest them. We're not a country of lawlessness. We don't want statements. We don't want press briefings. We want people to be arrested. If you are doing crime, you're putting drugs in our country, you're working with criminals, arrest them. We don't want commissioners that are becoming politicians. We want commissioners that act. His role as a commissioner of police is to arrest those who do crime. Now, we don't want him to be a pop star. If he wants to contest politics, he must come to branches of the ANC and contest. But if he wants to be a commissioner, he must arrest those who do crime. We don't want statements, we want arrests.
And what do you make of